You need to remember how courageous you are. You are standing up for yourself at this time. Like, you are standing in your power. You are feeling the fear and doing it anyways. You're setting the example. You really don't understand how many people are looking to you. They look to you because they can feel who you are being, a leader. You are someone who has integrity. You are somebody who uplifts others. The way that you walk into a room, it shifts the energy. People can sense your power. You are a powerful being. It doesn't even matter. It literally doesn't matter. Anything from your past, who you used to be, it doesn't matter. Not anymore. Like, your past is done. You could look back into your past to analyze things that went wrong so that you can make better decisions going forward, but you don't harp on the past any longer. You're not stuck in the past reminiscing about the good old days. Like, no, because you know that the best days are yet to come. You look forward to your future because you know it's bright. You know your future is full of miracles and blessings and dreams coming true for you because you take action. You take divinely inspired action towards creating your desired reality. You live in your desired reality now. You know that everything is aligning for you. There's so many possibilities, infinite possibilities of timelines and dimensions that we can embody, and you choose to align to the one where you are winning. That's it. That's all. You're a winner. You're literally a winner, and you're glowing because of it. And I'm so excited for you. Like, it's so exciting to see you embody this energy, because I know the place that you're coming from has been a place of uncertainty, of confusion, of lack mindset. But now you are in an abundant mindset. You are constantly expanding. It's like you have come to the realization that everything's in cycles. You expand and then you contract, and then you expand and then you contract, just in the way your lungs do when you breathe. Each breath is like, it's a mirror of life. You need air to breathe, and it reflects to you the one true power, Yahweh. This is the calling that you've been waiting for. You've been called to do this now. You've been called to step into your highest timeline. You've been called to embody the version of yourself that's aligned to your desires. You've been called to be part of the solution, part of the change, part of the progress towards a more peaceful life for all of us. Through expression of self, through authentic expression, you are able to change the world. Truly. Because when you show up as the most genuine version of you and you speak your truth, other people can feel that. They resonate with that. They can be like, man, I see myself in you. I see what you've been through and I can relate to that. That resonates with me. The way that you're able to talk about the experiences that you've gone through, the lessons that you've learned, the wisdom that you've gathered and applied, it helps other people on their journeys, on their path towards betterment, towards wholeness. You are a star. Truly, you embody this healing energy that's like, it shines brightly out of you. Like, it's amazing to see. It's like when people look into your eyes, they see stars. I'm not kidding. Like, they see the entire galaxy in your eyes, because that's how deep your soul is. Your soul is, it's, I'm getting like gigantic. Like, you have such a vast energy about you. It can almost be overwhelming. Like, some people can get intimidated by how large your energy is, but don't allow this to make you shrink. Don't allow this to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. In fact, shine bigger, shine brighter, shine like even larger than life. Because the more that you step into this version of yourself, the more people will see you in your fullness, and the more people you'll inspire to step into their fullness, to be the full embodiment of their own self. You have the sweetest heart. I'm not kidding. Like, you're known to be a sweetheart, truly. You're such a kind and compassionate person. And I feel like it could have been so easy for you to turn cold, to have a cold heart for the rest of your life. And you probably did have a cold heart at one point because of all this, literally because of all the bullshit you've been through. Truly. You've been through it. You've been through the ringer. You've faced obstacles, challenges. People tried to knock you off. They just tried to knock you off because they saw in you something that they wished that they had inside of them, and they didn't like it. They thought you didn't deserve it. They thought that they just assumed that you were unworthy because they felt unworthy, and they were projecting. They projected it onto you. They, rather than telling themselves the truth, which is that you are inspiring to them, they would be jealous. They would be envious. They would say things like, oh, they only got that because of this. Like, they didn't actually deserve it. They didn't actually put in the work to earn it. They didn't actually, like, that actually isn't theirs. Like, that's actually a fake facade. Like, they wanted you to be fake so bad because then it would make sense to their narrative of how the world works. Like, they weren't willing to expand their perspective, expand their mindset to believe that the world is nuanced. It's not so black and white. It's not all the people in this category act like this. It's not all the people who look like that or have this act like that. It's really, they were unable to see you as the enigma that you truly are, because they don't allow themselves to feel like they are somebody who can't be put into a box, basically. Like, they have put labels onto themselves in a way that makes them feel secure. For example, say that you're a doctor. You might assign the label of somebody who's caring, somebody who's empathetic, somebody who wants to help others. And that would be the box that you put doctors in. But there are many doctors out there who will prescribe drugs and things unnecessary to their patients just because they don't, like, they want to write a script because they want to get paid. Like, there's so many nuances to people, and I feel like you truly understand that you really have to talk to a person, allow them to reveal who they are over time, because it always comes out. It's so easy to see people's true colors when you pay attention, when you're observant. So it's not like it could be hidden forever. Like, the truth always comes to light. But to judge someone with a preconceived notion of who they are based on things such as their class, their skin color, their gender, their culture. It's just prejudice. It's not cute. Let's put it like that. You're someone who's very optimistic, and people sometimes take your optimism as naivete because they think that you don't actually know how the world works. You don't actually know, like, the hardships that people face. But I feel like you have seen hardship up close and personal. You've experienced hardship within your own life. You've seen your family members, your friends, your colleagues go through hardships, and you've lived your own. And I feel like some people, they like to play the victim. They like to assume that their life was so much harder than yours, to the point where they can't pick themselves up because what they've been through has been too hard for them. So they just basically have this victim mindset. And I feel like you're somebody who has had to work through that victim mindset and move past it in your own life so you can empathize with them. However, you didn't allow that to stay with you. You didn't allow that framework to consume you and be your identity for life. You were able to have gratitude for the things in your life that were going right. You decided to focus on the good rather than the negative aspects, like oppression or prejudice or racism or like the patriarchy. You know that these things exist. You know that there are systems in place that don't support you, don't uplift you. However, you know that you have plenty going for yourself. And when you can remind yourself what it is that you have going on for yourself, to appreciate, to give thanks for, to be grateful for, all of the rest just doesn't matter as much to you anymore, because you know that you're constantly changing, constantly improving, constantly evolving, that the things that you want to do better in, the things that you want to work on, the things that you feel like you could become more proficient at, those are things that you have control over. You can control your knowledge. You can choose to be more studious. You can choose to do more research. You can choose to put time aside to study and just grow as a person, to improve. And you know that with this knowledge, you'll be able to apply it in order to change your circumstances. And I feel like you've also accepted the things that you cannot change. You could not change the things about you that you were born with. And I'm not talking about your class, like, that you were born into. I'm talking about the skin color that you were born into. I'm talking about the physical attributes, whether that's you're born disabled, you're born with a disease, you're born with... And a lot of the diseases that people are born with can actually be aided. Like, there are holistic ways to relieve the ailments that some people are born with, but not all of them. I feel like you're also somebody who's very radiant. You just radiate positivity, and this goes hand in hand with being optimistic. You're somebody who's always trying to look on the brighter side. And this isn't to ignore the darkness. I feel like you're very much aware of the darkness. You've just integrated the light and the dark within you. So now you've come to a place of balance, of equilibrium, in which you can acknowledge the darkness, but you don't harp on it. You know that it's there in the same way that a shadow's always there when a light is cast. However, that's a skewed version of reality. The shadow is not you, but you have one. You have a shadow that you walk with, but that's not all that you are. And if it's like a little kid who sees their shadow for the first time and they get scared, they're scared of their own shadow. This is no longer what we operate in. We don't operate in as in being scared of our own shadow, being scared of our subconscious, being scared of the attributes about ourselves that we deem negative or bad or like unworthy. We accept those. We see those as parts of us that can be worked on, parts of us that we can bring into our conscious awareness so that it can be worked on. You have a really strong intuition. I feel like this is definitely something that has been cultivated over time, over practice and effort. You could also have been born with a natural inkling towards your intuitive nature, especially if you're a woman or a Caribbean. Shout out. And you use your intuition to help others. You use it in a way that brings joy to the world, because you're somebody who loves to see other people win. You are an individual who believes that we can all win. You don't think that if you get a slice of the pie, like somebody else is going to get a smaller slice. Like it's like we're in a infinitely abundant world where energy can not be created or destroyed. Like there's an infinite amount, and we don't need any more than there already is, because we have everything we need. I feel like you definitely believe in our ability to become the version of ourselves that we needed when we were younger. You believe in being that version of yourself that your inner child needs to heal you, to reparent you, to teach you and say all the things to you that you needed to hear, but no one ever said. All the things that you knew would bring you that feeling of belonging, that feeling of worthiness. Now you're the person who tells yourself that they are worthy. You are so worthy. You are so deserving. And I feel like you trust yourself to give yourself everything. All you could ever possibly imagine for yourself. You're capable. You're capable of achieving it. You're capable of going out there and getting it. You're capable of making it happen. You're capable of attracting it in. You're capable of calling it in for yourself and assuming that it's already yours. All your blessings are coming to you in miraculous ways. You don't need to know the how or the when. All you need to do is get so vividly clear on the feeling. When you can feel the feeling that you want your manifestations to bring you right now, you are literally aligning your energy to the desired timeline. You are allowing your energy right now to be at the frequency, at the vibration of your desires coming to fruition. Everything we can ever want, it's because we feel like we're going to feel a certain way when we attain them, when we achieve them. But once we're able to feel that way right now, that's the cheat code. That's how you get it quickly, too. That's how you become a master manifester, by feeling it right now and holding that feeling. You're doing amazing. Trust in the process. Remember your gratitude. Give thanks to God, the universe, the one true source. Spend time in nature. Drink your water. And vibe. Just vibe. All your dreams it's already done, babes. It's already done.